Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, our moments with God, our moments with the Word of God, our moments with the love, mercy, and compassion of God, our mercy also with the holy ones of God, the saints of God, the apostles of God who are sitting now with Jesus for the Last Supper, and as well as our inner self. That is where we find the Lord, and the time that we spent with the Lord can be found here, and it is our heart that demand from us to spend more time with the Lord, especially during this Holy Week. And if you like, you may please share the videos with others as well as subscribe to this channel. Thank you. So it's obvious that I am standing here before this picture of the Last Supper of Jesus, which is what the gospel today speaks about. And Jesus says that he's very troubled. Yeah. At the time of supper, he's troubled. Time of supper is a time, or eating together or drinking together is a time where people are joyful, are happy. But Jesus is troubled because he can see that his death is pending, but more than that, because he says that someone who is sitting here at table is going to betray me. And of course, you know the conversation. Finally, it is of course Judas who goes to betray him. But before Judas betrays him, do you know who actually appointed Judas to be one of the apostles? It was Jesus, naturally. Jesus appointed him as one of his close disciples, apostles. And not only that, please mark that Jesus also gave him a very important responsibility. His responsibility was to take care of the money bag. Yeah, that is an important post that he gave him. Though he might have known that he is going to betray him. So how does that work together? Though Jesus knew, probably as Son of God and by having all the powers that he had, he might have known that Judas is going to betray him. And yet, he first of all chose him as one of his disciples. Then he gave him the responsibility, an important responsibility to take care of their finances. And yet, today, when they sit together, and Jesus even says that his heart is troubled, and then he actually says who actually it is going to be who is going to betray him. Still, Judas continues with his work or what he is supposed to do, and he ends up going out and selling Jesus for 30 silver coins. Sometimes this is also, as I reflect, I think of how much Jesus has done for me, or how much responsibility he has given me, and how much he has trusted me with talents, trusted me with wisdom, trusted me with a vocation to priesthood, trusted me with a lot of good friends, trusted me with a lot of faithful people in parishes, or as a formator, the seminarians under me, and all kinds of people he entrusted me. How did I treat those people? Did I see the image of Jesus in them? Did I realize that I am appointed, as Judas was appointed by Jesus, that I am elected by Jesus as the apostles were apostles, and including Judas was elected by Jesus? If I am honest, I would say no. I have forgotten all that, like Judas. And I have no hesitation in saying that yes, I have even betrayed Jesus, like Judas. And in the end of the gospel today, when the conversation goes more serious, and Jesus said that you cannot come where I am going, Peter says, no, I will come with you, even if I have to lay down my life. Yeah, these are the words of Peter in today's gospel. Even if I have to lay down my life. And Jesus tells him, warns him, in fact, that right today, before the cock crows, you will have denied me 3 times. So Jesus is facing actually the betrayal, first of all, from Judas, whom he had given the most important role or important place. Then again, he is predicting already how Peter is again going to deny him. Peter, whom he is going to later on, or has already given him the keys of the kingdom and made him responsible for the founding of the church, as it were. So you see, we find that sometimes we need to be aware of where we might betray God, where we might betray what has been entrusted to us, and also not make false promises as Peter made to Jesus. Sometimes we make false promises also to God. And at the same time, be aware of our own weaknesses, of our own fears. For example, the fear and weakness that Peter had when he was faced with the question of death, probably because of the enemies who were taking Jesus, he denied him. I'm sure you want to be aware and meditate as pilgrims of hope in this year, and as we are traveling in the last days with Jesus to the crucifixion, at least the memory of it, then we will be aware of how often we can avoid betraying God's call to us. And if you like, you may please share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.